For a touchback. A first down throw, Darnold. And he's caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
57, Mike, 57.
Darnold from the gun. That's taken in by Callaway. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty.
57 to Mike.
Five.
Blue down. 57 to Mike. 57.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
52's the Mike, boys. 52. I'm coming.
Go.
Check. 52's the Mike. Check. 52's the Mike. Hey, tight.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Denzel Perryman charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Brings up third down.
52's the Mike. Check right. Hey, lady. Switch. Hey, lady.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
First down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I know he ain't got it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 6 guys. Check. Fresno.
From the gun, Wiley. And caught by Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Shoot. Hey, switch gears.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Darnold. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Eckler. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun, Wiley. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll run with Jackson. Stays on his feet. Now that's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Broncos' 35-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, 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 check. Joker, 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 joker. Tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, this is Jackson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Big dash, big dash. Come, come. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 26, check 26. Let's go. Come on. Watch twitch. Watch twitch, watch twitch, watch twitch. Check.
On third down, this is Jackson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Rashad Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A quick throw there out to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wiley, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, look, 3. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Lucky. Check 13. Check 13.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Switch. Jam. Check that.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. From the gun, Wiley. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Darnold. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Darnold. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Michael Gallup, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, hold on. Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before.
To throw on third down, Wiley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this third quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
They have a good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
57. Mike, 57. Bandit. Bandit. Red 80. Rush in. Red 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. You got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
He's checking.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wiley. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Back to throw. Wiley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing on third and long. Wiley. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Watch the shift. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Being chased out left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
He can't hang. He's not. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Right there. 54 Mike.
Operating from the gun. Wiley to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 4th down, Wiley. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
57's Mike. 57's Mike.
They begin with a run by Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
To Mike. 57's to Mike. Come on, baby.
Now it's Penny. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Darnold now to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Check. Pick the edge. Come. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Check the backer. Check 26.
To throw again, Wiley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Denzel Perryman picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Broncos send out their punter now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
On fourth down, Wiley. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, lucky. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Cut.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of me. Hey, check 24.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for PPQT. It's now 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
This way, coming this way. Here we go. Under 10. 10. He's coming. We got double up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Denver, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.